How many different head punches can you use in boxing? What do you think, 6, maybe 8? Wrong. What if I were to say I could show you 17 different types of head punches that you can use in a boxing fight? Would that surprise you? I mean, that's a serious armoury, and this is just to the head. I'm not talking about body punches. That's a toolbox of terror. You can ruin someone's day with that type of variation. In this video, I am going to walk you through all of those 17 different punches. Before we get started, at the end of this video, go download your book, The Beginner Boxer Toolkit. 68 pages, full of insights for your boxing journey. Tool number 1, how to prepare for the road ahead. Tool number 2, setting up your own home gym. Tool number 3, the 10 core skills of boxing. Tool number 4, how to lay down your training regime to get the most out of yourself. Tool number 5, how to build power and speed. Tool number 6, 7 steps to fantastic shadow boxing. And tool number 7, how to lay down the perfect heavy bag session. There's a link down below, there will be a link at the end. Just enter your email address and I'll get that book off to you. Okay, let's get started. We need to talk quickly about range in boxing. There are 5 ranges in boxing. Range number 1, out of range. The opponent is over there, you're safe. Range number 2, the opponent is just an inch beyond the end of your extended arm. Range number 3, long range. Your outstretched arm will reach the opponent's head. Range number 4, mid-range. That's about the length. Your opponent's head is about the distance of your upper arm away. And range number 5 is close range. That's where nose to nose, arm to arm. My foot is under his undercarriage. His foot is under my undercarriage. We are right up close. They're the 5 ranges you need to think about in boxing. Let's work through our 17 punches. The first set of punches are at close range. Punch number 1, left hook. That's it, okay? From the side, drive off the front foot, hips rotate, arm stays very close to you, because don't forget we're inside, we're up close, we need to maintain defence as we punch there. Now I know what you're thinking, that's an uppercut. No, it isn't. And I will explain why it's at that angle when we get to mid-range. Punch number 2 is the left uppercut, or the lead hand uppercut, okay? So southpaw orthodox, I'm going to say left, but if you're southpaw, you know what I'm talking about. Drive off the front foot, that hip rotates across and almost up, because when we land the punch, we want the forearm to be perfectly vertical. And don't forget, the opponent's head is here, so that's where the shot goes. Look how little movement there is of the arm. Look where the movement is in the feet and the hips, the waist. So there's that bang up through the centre of the guard, splitting the guard. Punch number 3 is the right hook. There, drive, lots of drive off the back foot. Hips rotate, your body rotates around a central axis. There, okay, again, 45-degree angle, upper arm pointing downwards. Drive, impacts onto the opponent's head. Head here, there. And punch number 4 is the backhand uppercut at mid-range. Lots of movement from the foot through the hip goes round and kind of travels up at the end. So we've got that. Okay, opponent's head here. Really drive from here. Arm stays close to the body, so maintaining defence. Okay, that's all of the short range punching. Mid-range punch. Left hook at mid-range. This is number 5. So you can throw there. Remember, the opponent's head is about the distance of your upper arm away. So you can either go with palm in. Okay, drive off the front foot, hip goes round, palm in. Or you can go with palm down. Yeah? Don't get too twisted and caught up about which one is which. But as your left hook gets longer, your palm must stay down. At close range, your palm comes in. We talked about why the arm is dropped in the first left hook. That's because if the opponent's head's here and my arm, and I try to throw there, you can see the natural position of the punch goes behind the opponent's head. And if I try and bring it here, the arm has no integrity. But if I drop that arm down, you can see the integrity of the punch, and therefore the power of the punch is maintained. That's why that's a short uppercut and that's a mid-range uppercut. Left uppercut at mid-range, this is punch number 6, there. Okay, so we can see the opponent's head is about the length of my upper arm away, and we split the guard. Boop, right up through the middle. We don't do this. Do not bring it down and bring it up. That will get you unconscious. Okay, you're dealing with a trained opponent. You know, don't be handing your chin out on a plate. The arm never travels downwards before it goes up, okay? Boom. Doesn't have to. The body makes the movement. That's punch number 6. Punch number 7 is the right hook. Bang, power shot. Drive, back foot, palm in, there, or palm down, there. Doesn't matter at mid-range. Palm in, palm down, okay? And punch number 8 is the right uppercut. From there, you can see this is all going on here. The arm is just doing what it's told. Up, through the middle, head lifts. That's number 7. Now we get into long range. Plenty of variations here. Punch number 9 is the jab. Oh, wonderful punch, the most important punch, the first punch we learn. You can win fights with a jab. It's been shown throughout boxing history from time immemorial. The jab is king. Get your jab right. And we're just going with the simple jab. But, you know, people can talk about the hip jab. But I'm talking about fighting from the traditional guarded position. Okay? There, straight out, straight back, no elbow flare, upper body rotates, lovely shot. Punch number 10 is the straight backhand. From there, drive off the back leg, hips rotate, straight down the middle. Now, here's the thing. As I rotate the body, I leave the punch to the end of the rotation. The later in the rotation the punch is, the straighter the punch is. There. Be careful, watch what, the front foot. Be careful that this doesn't happen. There'll be a temptation to let that front foot go straight, but that actually leaves you off balance and you naturally want to tilt that way. Maintain 45 degrees on the front foot. That's a big fault when people are learning this punch. Rotate, straight out. That is your right cross. Your straight backhand. Then we've got the right cross, let's call it. You know, we talked about with the straight backhand leaving the punch late in the rotation. That makes it straighter. With the right cross, release it at the start of the rotation. There. So it's still a straight punch, but it comes in at a slight angle. Let me show you the comparison of the two. Straight backhand, right cross. Straight backhand, right cross. And all I'm doing there is letting the right cross go at the start of the rotation, not at the end. Punch number 12 is the overhand right. Just like the right cross, early in the rotation, but the shape of the arm is different. We bring it down there. Okay, and the idea of that is when a jab comes in, we can go over the jab comes up the middle. Okay. So there it is there. Elbow comes up, and there's a nice arcing shape of the punch. That's the overhand right. Punch number 13, a little bit exotic this one, is the backhand screw shot. So pretend you're going to throw a backhand to the body, across to the body, so you drop and then just bring it up. So it's drop, it's a feint, you're trying to draw the opponent up here, shot's coming down and then it just comes up. So you can see why it's called the corkscrew. Look at the shape of the punch as it goes. Yeah, from the side. Okay, that's the right hand screw shot. And then we get into the final sequence of punches. Punch number 14 is the left hook at long range. From there, and that's the left hook at long range. It's not a power shot. We talked before about palm down and palm in. If I throw a left hook while our opponent is at long range and I have my palm in, that's a slap, okay? You might disagree and say palm must be in all the time. But I just fundamentally disagree. It's like a great football manager once said when he was asked, what happens when one of your players disagree with you? And he says, well, we sit down, we talk about it for 20 minutes, and then we agree that I was right. That's a slap. That can never be a slap. With the palm down at long range, boom, and it's not a jab. There's your jab, there's your left hook at long range. It's not a power shot, but it is a wonderful shot. Left uppercut at long range. This is number 15. Okay? Some people call that the up jab. I like to call it the left uppercut. Okay? You can see the forearm is on the vertical when it lands. So we're up the middle from there. Okay, so just to give you a hint of all three of those: jab, long range left hook, long range left uppercut. And then we've got the right hook, okay, from there. Okay, we drive off the back leg, hips rotate, shot goes early in the rotation, but the shape of the arm is different than the right cross. It is a hook. There's the right cross, there's the right hook. Subtle differences. But if you want to be good at this stuff, recognise the subtle differences between the shots. That's the right hook. Finally, number 17, the right uppercut. There, drive off the back leg, hip goes round and up, forearm on the vertical, shot splits the guard. 17 punches. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are there any you've missed? Let me know. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget, download your book, The Beginner Boxer Toolkit. Simple email address. It will really help. Free, okay? Otherwise, leave a comment. Disagree with what I've said. If you've enjoyed what I've said, then let me know. Look after yourself. I'll see you in the next video.